gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
All right, welcome back to the Trollhole Podcast, where we trash the trolls so you don't have to. Reach in, pull it out, hop aboard the troller holster because we're taking a ride. I'm one of your hosts. Lately, I look up to the sky. Every time I pee, I ask God, are you there? It's me, Mike Lester. With me, as always, co-host with the most, butter my toes. He's lurking under the bleachers trying to sniff your sneakers. It's Ben Katzner.
Okay, but only of the of-age people. I am a sneaker sniffer.
Think about that.
It's only people I say, hey, I can see your ID through your wallet. Let me get a huff of them dogs. That's what I say.
You ain't doing no Drake sniff.
Also, your rhyme scheme is so interesting because you don't go for the obvious one. You go like a step further. You'd be a great.
I'd be a great.
I'm not saying do it on the podcast.
I'd be a great trivia host.
I'm not. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say rapper.
Just thinking the most demeaning thing. I'd be great at hosting trivia.
The most demeaning thing. You'd be a great stand-up comedian. You'd be so good at it.
And here we are, my mountain dude. My mountain dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're buying stuff though when you're on the road.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm rubbing off.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be.
You get that hat repossessed.
This was I can't remember what it was called. It was something Springs in Montana. This was just a little trip we took a little while back, and I was like, I remember this. What's a fun little thing I can get to remember this moment?
Well,
and then I saw it, a fucking neon green Mountain Dew hat.
And that was another edition of Fun Little Things I Can Get with Ben. Our guest today, super excited to have her on the program. She is a second-generation stand-up comedian. She has performed all over the continental United States, including Alaska. She is the Stitch queen of TikTok that leaves them in stitches. Please welcome to Hellwell, Khadijah Cooper!
Yay! Ah, the crowd goes wild. Yes. Thank you. I'm excited. Look at him. He's gonna bust a blood vessel.
Robert!
What?
Perfect.
What's up?
That's our little
I don't know
DJ
what that
out
was.
there spinning his beat.
We got fresh off of work Mike today, and he's jacked up.
Jack.
I like to see
Just
that.
in hell. Producer Neil is here too. Neil.
What's up, Neil?
How's it going, guys?
Neil.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me per usual.
Of
What
course.
a good one.
What life-changing secret will you drop on us today? You know?
Yeah, holy
Every
shit.
time we do an
Please.
episode, Neil just drops something on us we never knew about him, and I'm so fascinated about his life and who he is.
Would you have ever guessed he was a Marine?
Not today. But like, not
Wait, no,
today.
Navy. You weren't a Marine.
No,
I was a Marine. You're right.
I mean, I did
So
see it.
quick.
You know what's funny though? In the Navy, I was the thing I did was work with the Marines, so I only did Marine shit in the Navy.
Yeah.
So
Were
What
the
a
Marines-
flex.
Yeah. Were the Marines nice to you?
I don't. I wore girl pants when I was in the Navy. I was emo as fuck, listening to like Midwest emo. Did the hair shit, and then I moved to in the Navy. I just wore girl pants.
Now that's resistance right there. That's what we need in this country. Just military people wearing girl shit. Just the guys wearing skirts and shit.
Yeah.
It
That's
was like,
awesome.
don't ask, do tell.
I didn't wear skirts. They just didn't make tight jeans for dudes yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to change.
You
from
wanted a
within.
slim fit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Comfy. Girls have those like stretchy stuff. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. No jeans. All jeans stretch.
I agree with Neil.
No
Women
hard
have it
denim.
easier.
That's so true. Because the
was
men are
just
making
thinking
all
that.
our decisions for us.
Yeah,
so.
that's what this podcast is. It's
Yeah.
How come women have it so damn easy, Khadijah?
Yeah, and I'm glad you have me, a black
Yeah,
woman,
as a
on here
black
because I have
woman,
it super easy.
It feels like you're at the top of the pyramid of easiness in life. So like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going
I
on
know,
here?
I know.
For sure, when it comes to our first segment, because she was like, I got a ton of stuff. And I was like, I got no one says
Right.
weird, disrespectful
Yeah.
shit to me every day.
Yeah, I'm sure you're just, every time you walk out on the street, people are just like, Queen!
Yeah.
Yes! You
Gay
know?
white dudes are like at the top of that. They
True.
like flock to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
You got to move.
I gotta. Yeah,
You gotta move
from
What do you mean?
Minnesota.
to where the gays are.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, they're everywhere.
All right.
And I love them. They help my ego. They're good for me.
Minneapolis is the third gay capital in the country.
Third
That's
gay
fucking
capital.
awesome.
You heard it here
That's
first,
amazing.
folks.
What are the first two?
San Francisco, New York.
Yeah, that makes sense. I did
We'll
stay
get
in the
there.
gayborhood in Philly when I was there for a conference. That was fun.
Do you call it that, or is that what they call it?
That's what they call it.
Making sure. Yeah, this might be the last episode of the podcast.
Ben is getting
They
so
could-
uncomfortable. They're saying the hard G word.
We were doing the W word the other day.
Eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Next to
Oh
Oakland.
shit! See, that's problematic. What? See, you made it
No,
problematic.
that's the. What is that? Is that Chili's? Eating good in the neighborhood?
Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of problematic. Hey there, sludgelings. Welcome back to another edition of the Trollhole Podcast. Mike and Ben breaking in here real quick with a little call to action for you. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell right there so you're always notified of all of our new sweet little posts, and a little something else for you too. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? Feel free to email trollholepod@gmail.com. Send us your weirdness and we will deal with it for you. A little troll back because we have your back. Now enjoy this episode of the Troll Hole. Did anyone say anything weird to you this week? First seg coming at you. DASAWTYTW.
It's always a mystery when you're in control of when we get to the next segment.
Sure is.
Yeah, man. I went to a work dinner with my real wife, not my work wife. All right, and
I'm your work wife.
okay, that is true. That is
true.
100% true,
It's adorable.
and really just like a sinking revelation.
We've shared some horrific work dinners. Just had a B-dubs defeated.
In like Iowa.
Oh, yeah. Like
at our best, we're in Iowa. Oh my
18
god.
boneless wings apiece, just trying to numb ourselves.
That Jamaican jerk slaps. I can't lie.
That's my favorite.
Mine too.
Animation sing.
Holy shit. Yeah.
What a revelation.
That's tough. Well, you're mine and I love you. We're common law married. If you do a podcast long enough, you're common law married, and that's us.
That would rip. I could see that being a law in this new administration.
You have to register as domestic partners if you do 52 episodes of podcast. Sorry, this is what it is. But yeah, with my other wife, I went to her work. They had like a post-holiday party thing or whatever. You know, jobs always are like, we're going to do our holiday party in February. And like, we know what this is. You're just trying not to do a Black History Month thing. So you put your little thing here. But whatever. We did this. And this is just a culmination of things. The people I met right away were I will say everyone was pretty nice. But it got a little weird for a second.
Uh-oh.
So
Is this a threesome thing again?
You know, they didn't say it explicitly, but I was picking up on the vibes. I was feeling the vibes.
Ben has a track record on the show. He
He
gets solicited
We have a
for
threesome with every guest, so
Yeah.
buckle up.
Oh, shit. All right.
No, well, and there it is. But Ben gets solicited for three ways it shows. A lot.
I don't know that that's true, but I just meet people who are very poly and open and whatever, because you know I'm an open, giving person. That's neither here nor there, dog. All
Hey,
right,
third in the country.
here's third in the country for looking for thirds. You know,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
Third for thirds.
Oh, that's pretty good. I stumbled a little bit. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't-
The point is at this work dinner, we sit at this table. It's a small table, probably like 6-7 people, and two of the people on the table, essentially, one of them owns the company, and one of them is his wife.
Nice.
Okay, so CEO, whatever, owner, and his wife, and it is determined they are very like Christian to the point where they're doing like they're giving like this work presentation. Then after the presentation, like, all right, enough of the boring stuff. Let's go eat or whatever. And then, but before we eat, hey, Seuss, there's a guy on the keyboard in the back. He's like, hey, Seuss, can you play us some music for the prayer? And I was like, what?
Is that legal?
I think, well, here's
that's
I know for
legal.
sure they do not have an HR department.
Yeah.
So,
There you go.
So they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
And they settled on prayer instead of like molesting the women there. So I support it. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
So they do one prayer. The CEO's wife At some point, she's talking about her side company or her other company, and she's like, and I just think God brought us all together here. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Does my wife work at a cult? Like, what is this? They were so openly Jesus for like truly 20 to 25 minutes. Okay. Then we sit down at the table, and I'm meeting this guy and his wife, and they're like, oh, so we heard you're a comedian. Because my wife.
Oh, no.
She told him I'm a comedian, so now I better be on. I have to be on the entire time. And also, people feel like because you're a comedian, you have to be on. Like, they have to be on.
Yeah.
They think they need to be funnier
Did
than
you
they are.
feel like compelled to be on?
I felt truly that day depressed.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, if you are a comedian and that gets dropped on you, you do not have to be on.
Yeah.
You can go inwards.
Yeah.
You can just
shut
say,
down.
fuck yourself.
That
I'm having
was
a bad fucking day.
That would have been great for my wife's career for sure. To be like, oh yeah, fuck you, Dale.
Fuck God.
But
God's the reason I'm this way.
But I was like straight up depressed all the way up, like that day, prior days, all day being like, I gotta call her, I gotta text her and be like, I can't go to this. I'm so down bad.
You
I
should have
cannot
sent
go
me
to
with.
this. Yeah, that's what they
That's
needed.
good. We should do that.
When it like
Send
just
each
tag
other
you
to
in.
our wives' work events.
Like we go together, you just go for me.
Just when you're tired of it, just
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
I'd be down. That's pretty good.
And
We
then
could
they'll
do
be like, I
that.
thought you were black.
And he'd be like, I am.
I
And
got
then
that
just don't
Michael
question it.
Jackson thing, but it happened in the bathroom. So
It's called money. That's
Yeah.
what Michael Jackson had.
Yeah.
More milk.
So everyone thought they needed to be funnier than they needed. It was just a work dinner.
Oh,
Nobody
that's
has to
awesome.
be funnier. But they
Any
sit
good
down.
zingers
So
thrown out there?
they're talking about their son. Their son is a wrestler. Awesome reaction. Son is a wrestler.
I already know where this is
I'm
going.
sitting there. I'm like, cool, that's great. Oh yeah, wrestling. Oh, I was too lazy to be a wrestler. Also cauliflower ear, whatever. Just like normal stuff. And then one of them goes, yeah, and like I'm just like, wrestling. So you just get other guys' balls on your face all day. That's what he said at the
Knee
work
slapper.
dinner. And I was like, dog, what? You just think about your son having other people's balls on his, like that's what you told me, a stranger. Like that was where it started, right?
Yeah.
And it was just all that kind of energy, just being like, huh, yeah, I don't know. My wife probably chokes me out. She's going to choke me out. If she doesn't do it here, she'll do it in bed. Like that type of shit. Like just weird jokes and bad energy where I'm like, you don't have to do this.
Wait, so a guy joked about his wife choking him unconscious?
He joked about his son getting other teenagers balls and penises in their mouth for about 5 minutes.
Well, yeah.
That was
5
enough.
minutes?
That was enough for
Well,
me.
if you're
it was
in-
like a callback. He kept coming back.
If you're in the
God.
north-south position, I mean, that's unavoidable. But that's
right.
why you work your
That's
way
right.
to your belly.
That's right.
You work your way to your belly. I feel like the only way that could have been worse if like, because you wrestled, right?
No, I didn't. That's
Yeah.
what I was telling them. They're like, oh, good. 'cause
They would have been like,
you would have
scrap
balls."
with him. They call out their son.
Jacob, get in here.
He's got a crotchless singlet on.
Oh. No.
Oh my. Oh my.
That'd be so horrifying because I'm like, oh my God, we're dressed the same. You know,
Yeah.
that would be
He was
terrible.
talking about his son that way, though.
Yes.
Mm.
And it was just a lot
in the
of
name
those.
of the Lord?
It wasn't in the name of the Lord, but it was very apparent that they knew the Lord was watching and they still decided to have
You're
this
getting
conversation.
teabagged like Jesus did by the Romans.
The wife was talking about how her kids know she's the alpha and all this stuff, and I was just like,
Jesus.
"Look, I don't
That's
want to
kinda hot.
hear weird."
Yeah.
That's
I
kinda
didn't
hot.
want to say anything, but yeah. But it was
That's
just like
kinda
this
lit.
weird thing where
Kind of-
they're like, "You're a comedian, so here's all the things we think are funny about
Here's
our
some
goofy little
depraved
family."
thoughts
you know?
I have that no one should hear.
And
Yeah.
I hated it. And the worst part about it was I fucking killed. I ripped it up. I was
bet
so
you did.
funny. I was incredible. Doing little zingers, being like just like fucking, oh yeah, your son can wrestle? Oh, it seems like you got broader shoulders than her, or whatever the fuck I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Did you
weird
joke
shit.
about him wrestling his son?
I don't think so.
I feel
'Cause
like
he
that's
feels like a guy who would.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what he wants.
One of them drives a Cybertruck. I didn't even bring that. I had to bite my tongue to not bring that up. Yeah.
Oh.
It's tough, but it was just this weird, like, I haven't really watched a lot of Righteous Gemstones. I'm gonna start.
It's a great show.
It's a good
I
one.
feel like they had Righteous Gemstones energy, where it's like you say you're about the Lord, but something here feels crazy.
So you
Yeah.
think they're mega church people?
they have mega church energy, 100%.
And mega church money.
Mega
Yeah.
church money.
When you
no
have that
doubt.
much money and you love God that much, you're getting it in the ass
Yeah.
all the
Whoa,
time.
whoa, 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 whoa!
It's true. Don't cut it. Don't cut
You
it.
learn
Of
that.
course, we're not going to.
Khadijah learned that in the neighborhood.
Third in the country. Third up.
So true.
There was also a moment, and yeah, is this a bad story? Sure, I don't care, but this is just what happened. But
No,
like,
there are elements
the-
that are good.
Oh my God, y'all are so sweet.
but there was a moment. This is when I knew shit was. This was early on. Again, kind of. They're giving a little presentation about their company, and he said a line, and I was like, "Uh-oh, I know what this means." He goes, and these are the things that make America great. And I was like, "Oh no, no one says that on accident."
No.
I
Yeah.
know exactly what this is. And then the prayer came after that, and multiple people, like, no one was like, "Huh?" I would say half the room was like, "Oh yeah, for sure, head down,
Yeah.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit." And I was like, "I'm never coming back to a work
What
event."
a
Honestly, I hope they fire you
weird
tomorrow.
experience.
Yeah, it was
At a
kind of
work
surreal,
event.
and I hated myself for going on funny autopilot, where I was like, I truly was depressed leading up to that. Didn't want to be there. Got there, was like, well, I got to turn it on for my wife. I don't want to look like
Yeah.
a dog for my girl, So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like zinging people, making people laugh, asking crazy, funny questions, whatever. I asked people like what their deepest fear was. That was fun. And then I was like, okay, I'm tapped out. I gotta leave. And I was like, I'm gonna go. And she's like, okay. And then
Really, you left without her?
yeah, it was the night of a show. I had to go do a show later. But she's like, she gets it. She knows it's better for me if I'm like emotionally, I'm like, hey, I got to get out of here. It's better for me just to go than for me to stay. And like, I could, as much as I could make a party fun, I could also ruin it pretty quick. I would
Yeah.
say.
Ooh, give me an example of that.
I mean, just any car ride we've ever had. Any car ride where the tone is shifted suddenly.
That's the wrong guy.
I feel like we all probably have the power to be like,
Yeah.
we're either the most fun people in the room, or like we can truly ruin any conversation with like 2 words.
Yep.
So that's it. That's all. Just
In
a little
unison.
Jesus office party for me.
Wow.
What about you, Mike? Does anyone say anything weird to you this week?
So mine is a work thing too. We have recently started tracking our air quality index in our lab and in our office because
Oh,
we suspected that we might be working in a
Oh,
harmful environment.
Oh,
So-
no.
After we tracked our AQI, we did a 9 a.m., a noon, and an end of day reading for a month. And, it turns out we are working in a hazardous environment.
Shit.
Oh, no.
So they,
Class action lawsuit coming.
well, and hazard pay, but
mesothelioma.
Cha-ching.
we were like, we sent it to the higher up. This could get me fired. We sent this to the higher. We sent it
You say something about your job every episode. You're like, yeah, my supervisor's a bitch, and I shit in his desk, and you never get fired. You're fine.
No, I love Marlene, but
You said his name.
but we sent this data to the higher ups, and they were like, because all we're requesting is a better ventilation, maybe there's like ventilated tables and just better PPE.
Ooh,
And
bougie.
we sent them a month's worth of data, and they're like, this just really doesn't quite cut it as far as us giving you some money to upgrade the lab. And I literally said, like, does someone have to drop dead in this lab in order for us to get money? And a higher up literally said, yeah, something like that.
Oh my God. Is that in an email?
Most
Is that in
powerful-
Is that in an email?
Yes.
You're rich.
You're rich.
You're rich. You're rich.
Yes. There is a lawyer that's going to
That's
watch this
crazy.
that's going to contact you.
Yeah.
If you are a legal person, a lawyer of some sort, work in a law office, fuck a lawyer, whatever, holler at us. We're a team. We're married. Holler at us because my boy is trying to get paid here. If
Yeah.
you want to get paid, This kid is in it. He's living in the.
Yeah.
He's not going to be living long.
Give him a good
because
healthy cough.
No, I got a respirator
He's
mask.
got microplastics in all of his lungs, and he's got 3 of them.
I feel like we do anyways, because then I started like
You're fucking up your case right now.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm fucked up.
Quick, piss blood.
Help. Piss blood on the table. Here's my evidence. I just do that in front of my bosses. How's this for evidence? I just piss blood onto their fucking mahogany desk.
Like endangered wood.
But what I was but that was the weird thing. But I started getting curious. I was like, well, how's everyone else's AQI? So I started taking my little AQI meter into businesses.
Oh, interesting.
Wow,
you're
you
this guy
want to
now.
know who's got harmful air quality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, every store off Hennepin and Uptown
Sure.
has harmful to dangerous
The
AQI.
co-op?
That makes
Oh,
sense.
yeah. Haven't gone in there, but I just feel like you get near one of those white people with dreads, that thing will break.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You get
100%.
What are they called? The Wookiees?
Oh.
Yeah, you take that. A Wookiee, that thing will be smoking. Fucking getting that.
You got to bring it in here. Bring that air quality detector
I
in
will.
here.
I've been taking all sorts of shit home from work.
Yeah.
I might take a 3D printer home. I'm not sure yet.
That's not bad.
Oh well. Please God, I hope not any coworker of mine that watches this show.
You're also in danger.
Which is a few of them.
You're
they're
in
no
trouble.
snitches. They agree with me. Like saw the recent episode. Totally agree. They're like,
yeah, dude, you should piss blood on their desk for sure. No, you guys are all in trouble. You should file a lawsuit. I 100% believe that. Or like if they're truly in an email, they're saying shit.
I
like
think
this,
I can for sure get a lawsuit, and I can for sure get back hazard pay for me and the boys.
Yeah, squad,
Do
whole
it for the
squad,
boys.
whole squad going on.
I got to do it for the lab lads because listen, I love the lab lads to
Shout out
death,
to the lab lads.
but they roll over too much, and I'm like, this is why we're in the conditions we're in.
well, they don't have a lot. They
Because
don't have a
you
lot of energy because they
motherfuckers
don't have a
roll.
lot of oxygen.
Yes. Somebody kind of has to die.
They're doing the best they can do.
They got non-Hodgkin.
That's crazy.
They got lymphoma. That's why.
That's insane.
Start a
They don't have the
union.
energy
No,
to
Mike.
complain.
Mike's job. We're unionizing.
Yep, that's right.
You radicalized Neil. Neil's
Workers'
like, we're
rights.
shooting CEOs in here. Yeah, there's nobody in charge of this place. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you
No,
don't
it's
die
fine.
because
Is
I don't
that-
want to rebook the podcast.
No, I got my ventilator mask on, and I just got a physical, and I actually did like some breath stuff, and my lungs are tip top.
So is it
Okay.
at all times you have to be wearing a mask in there?
So now, before they weren't, but now it's like I've made it procedural. Like if
For
you go
you,
into the,
yeah.
if you go, well, I made the other guys do it too. I'm like, if you go in, you got to put on a respirator mask, you got to put on gloves.
You're like, I care about my lab lads.
I
can't
do
even-
because if they die, I have to run the lab.
There you go. There you go. That's a
Help
good point.
them to
You're
ultimately
like,
help
oh my God,
yourself.
Yeah.
Mike, you care about us. You're like, not quite.
You just can't
fully.
be missing work.
Yeah.
I just don't want to clean the resin out of these tanks.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, you're just filled with stuff, huh? Just toxins all over, riddled.
I mean, we all are.
Yeah, but it's funnier when it's from you. It's from your job
Yeah.
specifically. For me, it's from huffing garbage smoke when I was a child. But for
Yeah,
you, it's from
yeah.
your job, and that's
It'd be
fun.
fun if, like, in a year we both get like physicals and match the results. Don't
Yeah,
you think that'd
film
be
the
funny?
whole thing.
Yeah, just see
Uh,
that we're in disrepair.
I haven't. I'm holding off on the doctor right now because I feel like
You're for sure more
because
fucked up than I am.
no, we're just different kinds of fucked up.
You're for sure more fucked
But I know what it is, and I just like I'm too into people being mean to me, and like I don't want to go to the doctor and like fall in love. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, "You need to fucking change your life," and I'll be like, "I'll give you $50 to step on my balls right now." You know what I mean?
You
like
need to take 4 pills or you're gonna die.
the
It's like,
doctor.
nah.
Yeah, the doctor to me is like a dominatrix because they're
Yeah.
just so mean to me. So I'm just like,
Wow.
That's
"Oh,
a
I don't
great
wanna-"
idea for a service. A doctor that's also a dom.
I
I've
feel
thought
like
about
I
this.
thought I knew you. I didn't.
Yeah,
Blowing
I
my
like it
mind
when
right
people
now.
are mean to me. I don't know what to tell
Ooh,
you.
a dominatrix that gives vasectomies.
Oh my gosh! Look at him. Oh my god, he's into it.
From Stamina. No, I need to propagate the earth. Neil told me. Neil came to me in a dream and said I need to spread my seed, so I can't just be.
I really
want
want a Ben kid on the podcast.
A Ben kid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That sounded normal.
Anyway. Khadijah.
Neil has no idea of what fatherhood is.
I
want a
stepdad
Ben
to
kid.
newborn.
Neil goes, I was a stepdad during the war.
I know.
To a newborn.
Oh, to a
I
newborn.
was a stepdad to a newborn. I was a stay-at-home stepdad to a newborn.
You ever hotbox that
No.
thing?
What?
Are you being serious?
Yeah, that lady I
It's
married was
every
pregnant.
episode.
You married a pregnant lady?
I married a pregnant lady.
Yeah, he told us that.
Oh.
He told us that in the Sydney episode he was married.
But I didn't say that she was. I didn't say that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's the zinger.
Yeah, that they found out I was in the military last episode, and so this episode they found Ben's finding out.
I think you mentioned you were like a stepdad in that
I
episode.
don't think.
Yeah,
But the
I listened
specifics
to
is
it.
what's better.
I think the specifics got lost in the cracks because I didn't say that like she was pregnant when we got together, and then she had the kid and we got married. It's like within 4 months.
When
And then, like, what happened with the divorce?
She got back from Afghanistan because I stayed home.
she also served,
She was in service as well.
did the baby serve?
Baby
Yeah.
had a
A little
gun.
bit? The baby had a gun. It was like, pew, pew.
The baby was a drone operator.
And the bouncing
Like
thing.
Baby Genius, just like.
Just watching Paw Patrol and just killing other kids.
Yeah.
Just boss baby in New Mexico.
Okay. Anyway.
The divorce was fun. Okay.
Oh my
Fun.
god.
We stayed together for a couple of years. Then I just left, and then we were just married for 6 years with being just
Wait, you were okay. So you went from being a stay-at-home dad to a newborn, taking care of this woman's baby while she was in Afghanistan,
yeah.
and then you just left the kid. You
Absentee
just
fathered the baby.
absentee.
So I
Stepdad?
started.
No, he stole the baby. Keep
No,
up, Khadijah.
I was watching the baby while she was in Afghanistan, and then when she got back, we were she was cheating on me, and I was
Oh
not the
my
guy
God.
for her.
Okay, so she used you for free daycare while she was in
Yeah.
Afghanistan,
Exactly.
and then she got home and
With her
continued to-
newborn.
But
Well,
I was
you know what?
Honestly,
fuck her.
he was like one.
It's nice to
I
see
love
a
you,
woman
but-
do this. Bro.
What did you just say?
Oh my god, I am fascinated by this story.
It's crazy. I'm learning a new thing about this guy.
Neil, you need
every episode.
You need a Vice docu-series
It'd
on
be-
Yeah,
your life,
for real.
dude.
It'd be really fun one day.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Patreon episodes where we just interview Neil.
Oh, that's
and we just
Yes.
learn about. It's like a Neil episode, and it's gonna be like 10 minutes. You're just gonna
We're
tell us
We're gonna
a
get
crazy
into
thing
this
about your
about
life.
this baby.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did you meet? And you were like, you're pregnant. I'll take care of that baby.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. 19-year-old. It was 19 when it happened. 20. I was 20. She was 19 when we were married.
I will raise this baby as my own.
And can you imagine their first night together? She's in stitches. She just had a baby, and then you have to wait 6 weeks before you can consummate the marriage.
No, but she
Whoa.
was
I think Neil's
preggers
about,
when you
Neil's
got
about
together.
to say something fun.
No,
Neil's about to say something real fun.
No,
I'm
he's right.
genuinely
I'm excited.
She was pregnant when I got together. He was right.
No,
Yeah.
but she had the baby before you got married.
No, but so Neil was hitting.
I want to hear what Mike has to say.
This is wild.
I actually forgot if we got married first or if
You
she-
forgot if you got married before the baby was born? The fuck?
this is
I'm
incredible.
36. It's been a long
This
time.
is the best day of my
You're
life.
36? Neil!
Yes.
You're a 36-year-old, served in the military.
Yep.
You were in the Navy, but you worked with the Marines, and you
Yes.
got married to a pregnant woman.
Yep.
You're not
Yes.
sure if you got married before or after she had the baby, so you don't know when you consummated the marriage while you're at home with this baby. Did you breastfeed? What happened? Doesn't matter. She's screwing
Great
around.
question.
Thank you. She's screwing around on you in another country. You're at home with the baby. And then you get back and it's like it's not working, but y'all stay married for 6 years because you don't want to get divorced because you probably can't afford it. I get it. And you're 36.
Yeah, you did. That was a very
That's
good
pretty
summary.
good.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the
a good
recap.
synopsis.
Listen.
That was perfect.
I'm not. You're the guest now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil has lived 3 lives. In
You lived
36 years.
3 lives.
This is my podcast producing season.
Wouldn't it be
Live.
funny if we just cut all this out and just never shared it with anybody? It was like, that whole part where you just really
I'm sharing
give
this with everybody.
Yeah.
As soon
That's
as I leave,
I'm
wild.
gonna stitch it into the next.
I'm gonna stitch and be like, "This
Yes.
motherfucker is fascinating," and I'm gonna
Whoa.
interview him. I have no microphone. It doesn't
That's
matter.
that.
That
You're
microphone.
just
Whoa.
you've lived a life, my guy.
I'm 42 years old, and yeah, I guess I just make better decisions. Maybe I don't know.
I will not
Different.
To be
disagree.
fair, you've both had kids. So.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
you
I
didn't have
birthed
one.
them. I
Yeah.
birthed my baby.
Yeah.
Well, Neil raised a baby.
I raised a baby.
Yeah,
well, but
all right.
he raised
2.
it from a bad person.
He raised it from a whore. Who, honestly, like, we can't even skip over the fact of the morality, right, wrong, in between. I don't give a fuck of the woman who was pregnant. Who got her pregnant?
No. His name? I don't know. Is that what you got?
Real name.
I'm gonna start some. I'm gonna put Tony. His name is Tony.
Just say it was Bin Laden.
It was
It's
Oh my
George
God, you
Bush.
raised Bin Laden's baby.
I raised Bin Laden's baby. It was pretty.
I think
Dang.
you misunderestimated the virality of my semen.
It's gonna be
Wow.
That's my bush.
That's
This
pretty
is
good.
okay.
Yeah.
Khadijah, did anyone say anything weird to you this week?
Not weirder than what just happened, but to be honest.
Neil is now part of the segment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got the trophy for it. But yeah, of course someone said something weird to me. So just to preface this, I work in like public health. So I work in a really like PC, like everybody is on top of like what to say, what not to say, who to say. You know what I mean? Like there's no like slurs. I mean, people are good about it. Well, I don't know.
There's no slurs.
Nobody's saying slurs. You know what I mean? Like people are really good.
I mean,
They're good.
You're not wrong.
They're good about it.
They're good about not
So-
saying the N word.
Yeah.
Your opening meeting, you're like, hey, where do we stand on slurs here?
They're like, we don't like 'em.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just checking.
cool.
You got to go to the
Just doing a
slur
temperature check.
circle if
Yeah.
you want to say that.
You
Yeah.
need to hold the slur stick.
There's like affinity groups, and I'm sure in the white affinity group, there's
Yeah,
slurs happening.
absolutely.
The slur stick.
You have those. You know how they have those silent booths where you can take calls and stuff in
Yeah.
some offices. You guys have that, but it's just so people can say slurs. in
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
When I worked at a
Yeah.
startup, I'd go there to fart.
Crazy.
So
I'd rip
fun.
huge ones, especially if I knew
Crazy.
someone at a
That's
meeting
so
in there.
considerate.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's the least considered. You're just so
That's
mean
so
to one person.
considerate.
Oh, multiple.
Anyway, go
Yeah,
ahead.
so I work, and so I never have to worry about when I'm at work that like, oh, like people are gonna say something crazy to me, but it happens all the time, obviously. So I'm about to leave on vacation. I was going to Mexico, and this white woman was like, "Hey, Khadijah, I hope you have a good time on your trip." And I'm like, "Thanks, yeah." And she's like, "Are you gonna come back tan? Wait, do you get tan? Can you tan?
She almost had it.
Almost.
She almost. Had
Almost." And
God
if you're listening to this
damn.
story and you don't get it, you're the fucking problem. You're the fucking problem. Don't ask a black person if they're gonna tan. It's not good.
it. Mm-hmm.
Not good at
What
all.
was this on like a lunch break?
No, she was leaving and walking past my office.
Drive by on you.
Yeah, she got it. No, she
Take it
didn't.
even, Tam.
Yeah.
No, I was like, come here.
Really?
Yeah, I called her in my office and was like, hey, just so you know, between us, don't ever say that to another black person again.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I get tan. Well, actually, don't tan. I burn. Do you burn? Fuck. And she just, like, was on this, like, anxiety, like,
Yeah.
just like, she got real.
shame spiral.
Shame spiral and
Yeah.
just started, like, spitting out all sorts of weird stuff. And I was like, have a good one.
She apologizes and then just pats you on the head and
Yeah.
touches your hair. And
I
then
was like, oh, your hair, the braids. No, it was even better because like there was another person that I work with in my office, another black woman, and we just kind of went, "Whoop."
Oh, the power of having another black person there when someone says some
Better.
foul shit. Incredible.
So better. And so she sent us a team message after she left, probably in her car, maybe cried a little, and was
Probably.
like, I just want you to know my heart. Like, I'm not like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just keep on digging.
Here's the thing. You can be like, my heart isn't like that, whatever. Like, no one's like, you're racist, but everyone's just
No.
like, that's weird. Don't say that. It's a
Just don't.
weird-
It's
weird
like
and
so
territory.
weird. Like,
Also, just like don't dwell on it. Take it as a fucking teaching moment and move on.
that's
Yeah.
that's
You know?
what happened.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's what I tried to do.
Don't say
And
that shit.
I'm not kerfuffly about stuff like that. I'm just like, hey, like,
Yeah.
but if she would have said something like that to someone
Sure,
else at work,
sure.
it would have been a problem. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't have that.
It feels
time
like
or
the general
energy.
rule of thumb is like, if you're white, just don't talk to your black coworkers.
Yeah,
Just stay away from
That's
them.
the moral of the
That's what I
story.
do.
Just, you know what? Maybe you work.
That's what I
Maybe
do.
you work on
Smart.
one side of the office, and then you have them work on a different side of the
Yeah,
office. You know
segregate
what I
your
mean?
office is
Yeah.
actually what we're saying.
Hey, we're heading towards that. So that's kind of good.
If
Ben,
you
can you go
want,
sit
if
over
you
there,
don't want to
please?
Yeah,
seem
Ben,
like a racist,
you have to come over here.
just
Yeah, Ben,
segregate.
sit over there.
Hey, you sit over there.
No,
You come over
fuck
here. You sit over there.
You sit over there.
Build a wall around your ass,
You
bitch.
sit- At least she didn't like double down in the moment. I've seen that happen.
She didn't. I think she saw the.
We're just like, it's a legitimate question, Khadijah.
I think she.
You have skin.
You have
Or does your
skin.
mom work in her office?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think her doubling down was like, do you tan? Can you tan?
Oh. Brutal.
Don't even. That's why.
Oh, fuck.
Don't get invested in your coworker. Who's talking to your coworkers? Like,
Yeah,
who
just say
cares?
goodbye and move
Be like,
on.
See ya.
Yeah.
Don't even look up.
Or for fuck's sake, it's easy. It's like you're going on vacation. What made you pick that place? Have you ever been on a cruise before? It's
there's
easy to not be
so
racist.
many.
It's easy to not be racist, guy.
I don't know. She could have said way
What
worse
kind of
stuff.
food are you gonna try down there?
As a white lady, she could have been like, "You're
So
gonna go
many.
on a ship. Is that gonna be triggering
like
for
what
you?
kind of ship?
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you
Whenever
surrounded
I-
by water? Is that tough? You know.
Yeah,
like, that's
can you
what-
swim?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, I snorkel.
Whoa. I mean, that's
Those are all the questions Mike had for
Yeah,
him.
he was like, whoa, you can swim? That's what that was. That's what that was. You're caught. You're caught.
Whenever I feel myself getting racist, I pivot to bird talk.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
I saw a snowy owl recently, actually.
You have a lot of bird talk lately,
A
Mike.
lot of bird talk.
Damn,
Yeah, but
that
I
stepdad's
don't even think that
crushing
was
you.
the weirdest on the cruise. And we poured it out in
Let's
Texas.
talk about
Yeah.
that. The
Yeah.
cruise. So you went on a cruise recently.
Yeah, to celebrate my daughter's 21st birthday.
Did you get
Excellent.
tan or no?
I don't. I think.
Careful.
I was gonna see if I had tan lines. I was like, do I have tan lines?
Carnival or
Yeah, it was Carnival.
Okay.
It was
Yep,
a
yep,
while.
yep.
It was my
huge,
first
huge
cruise.
ship.
Oh,
Huge ship, Carnival, Jubilee, huge ship. I learned a lot about cruises that I didn't know. One, people live on them. Like retired people
Yep.
live on cruises.
Oh.
Had no idea. Two,
that's
when
crazy.
when you port, especially from Texas, like 90% of the ship is from Texas.
Mm.
And so that was interesting. And like you're with people and you talk to people and you chat with people. I talked to so many people from Texas. This lady was just like, hey, how you doing? Like, it's nice. You know, we're just talking. And she was like, I just love your skin tone. I
There it
have
is.
9 children and 3 black
Oh,
ones. I adopted them. Like, why? What are you doing adopting 3 black children? That's what I asked her. Because I was
Careful.
already
Yeah.
fully
sure.
into margarita time.
which port is that exactly? Would you say?
I was like, why do you have
why are you adopting black kids?
why do you have 3 black kids?
Yeah.
Why are
And
they tanning?
And she gave an answer like they all deserve a home or something. And I was like, do you make them do more chores than your white kids? And then she just walked away.
Damn.
She
That's
didn't talk to me
hilarious.
for the rest of the trip.
How many did you see her again ever?
Yeah, you see the same people all the time.
That's
Especially if you smoke. The smoking deck is where it's at. The smoking deck is where it's at. There was a fight on the cruise, and then you go to cruise jail.
Was it that lady fighting her 3 black kids?
The black kids didn't make it. And it's also weird. Like you have 9 kids, and you take like 10 cruises a year.
That
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Getting
yeah.
the money from the government.
Mhm.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it was. So we poured it. We went to Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. So we were like in Mexico.
Oh,
And
yeah.
again, I just didn't know what to
Your stomping
expect.
grounds.
Love
I
it.
love it.
I
I
love
just didn't know
Mexico.
what to expect.
Yeah.
And the first night they have all these like really big shows and like, you know, theater shows or whatever. And there was there was violins. There was 2 guys that were like in a love, like they were really close and they were like dancing. There's no words to these shows. They're just like dancing.
Oh.
And I look around because that's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
And there was a guy, he was a bigger guy. He was in one of those scooters and he had a mega hat on and just like a shirt that was had an aggressive eagle carrying a American.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that shirt. That's a
Just
sharp shirt.
aggressive. Just aggressive eagle. Just like, you know the bird noise. And yeah. And he just like, as the two guys were like dancing together and like doing their thing, he just like backs up. He just like slowly backs up, hits the table, and skirts out of there like so fast. So fast. And it was like also a moment, and I was like, okay, so these people voted for Trump. They obviously have the same ideology as him, but they're going to Mexico willingly.
Yeah.
Great
Which
point.
feels weird.
Great point.
Like you're like, get out of our country, but you just go to theirs on vacation.
Well, they're the same people. They're like, oh, it's like a zoo. Like that's how they treat it. I
It's
think.
so wild.
Yeah. They're like they're spectating. You know?
It's so wild.
Yeah.
It was like a wild
In
thing.
the wheelchair backing
He
out.
just backed up. He was like, I'm not watching this shit. I know that's
My
what he said.
gaydar's going off.
Going up. And like, so when we poured it and you're like shopping with the locals and like, I was like, please tell me you're charging white people.
Oh yeah.
Please.
In Mexico, you have to barter for like everything.
Yeah, you barter for everything.
You
and
barter
I
for
love
everything.
bartering for everything.
Yeah.
And I was just like, please tell me you're charging white people. They're like, yeah, we try.
We try.
Yeah.
I was
They're
like,
the
good.
best.
And they're like,
Good,
but also
good.
you too.
But like, also you
Get
do.
Everybody.
Like,
Get everybody.
yeah,
That was fun.
it was a fun cruise. My mom also got so drunk.
Cece
Your
went
mom
on it?
was on
Yeah,
that?
it was me, my mom, and my daughter.
Now,
so-
Generational.
Cece Cooper, great comedian, helped me out a lot starting out.
Friend of the
Incredible. Cece, we love you. So Cece was in the bag. I love to hear that.
yeah, she was
Cece was
in
getting
the bag.
lit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she stirring it up a little bit?
Oh, my mom's. You know my mom. My mom fucking stirs it up. Stirs it up.
Okay,
And
okay,
also,
okay. You finish this, but we probably have like 9 minutes left.
Oh my God.
I forgot.
What's left?
We've been. Yeah, we got to leave it like 6:30 though.
Well, Ben does.
Okay, you guys gonna keep going without me? Finish what you're saying. But
and so, like, good for her. She's lived her life. She's in it. We're on a cruise. We have a drink package, 15 drinks a day that you get in a drink
Holy
package.
shit. Well, like per purse?
Yeah, per person.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean,
Do
but
a
if you
lot
start
of
at 9
damage.
a.m. with Kioki coffee or a little Irish coffee, and you go to bed, there's a club, and then they have late night food till 2 a.m. 15 drinks, you can get there.
That's easy.
You can get
Yeah.
there if you
5
pace
meals,
yourself.
simple.
Yeah.
Done.
Just getting blacked
Just
out drunk at
blasted.
every meal.
No fucking problem.
No fucking
No
problem.
problem.
Yeah. Well, for Cece, it wasn't a problem at all.
Okay,
And my mom also has like mobility issues, so she also had like a little scooter.
Yeah.
And
but she
didn't
stayed
give-
there for the
Yeah, she stayed.
faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she stayed there. 'cause
You should have parked hers behind that guy.
like you ain't going no
Yeah.
fucking where.
Get back!
And she didn't give a fuck in that thing. It was so funny to watch her drive that thing because she's never like driven one before. So she's just hitting people, almost hitting kids. She didn't give a fuck. She's like that person on the road that's like in a big old truck.
Who shouldn't be driving? Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely not. The
Yeah.
next morning,
She
people are
should
like,
have her license
Yeah.
revoked.
yeah, they're like, oh, you're still driving that thing? They're like, yeah. But we all have our moments. There was so many people so drunk. It's
Ugh.
so fun. I love cruises.
Let me do a little segue. We're talking about some segues shit. Let me do a little segue for you. You were on the cruise, couldn't be on social media, couldn't be on your phone, couldn't be on the internet. Did you miss it at all? Because this is a podcast where we talk about that sort of stuff. Did you miss it at all? Were you on there? Did you feel like you were free? Did you feel like you were free from your phone?
Yeah, it was awesome. I didn't miss it at all.
That's great.
I think because there's so much to do on the cruise and like there's so much happening and people to talk to. Like, I think if I was stuck in my room or something, I would be fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that there was shows and trivia and drunk people and,
Mhm.
me, the three of us, we had a running tally of how many times we saw couples bicker. That was
yeah.
amazing. Amazing to watch.
What'd you get to?
I got to 15.
Damn, shit.
15
That's a
couples.
day's
I
worth
saw.
of drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many marriages is Carnival Cruise?
Oh my god, I would never go on a cruise
So
because I
many.
know I'm coming back divorced 100%. No
So
question.
many. And there's a lot of swingers.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't know
all
that
right,
either.
I'm back on the
There
cruise
you go.
again
Back on
now.
the cruise.
There you
A
go.
lot of
I'll get
pineapple
divorced at
shirts.
the first port. Get fucking
Yeah. Yeah.
My ball
You
stepped
just
on the
leave
third
your
court.
wife
Lots of
ashore somewhere.
She leaves me. I'm like, all right.
You
I'm
leave
in
her
Mexico
Cozumel.
bartering for my freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a podcast where we talk about trolling, we talk about social media, and we talk about these different things. We don't have a ton of time left, so I'm going to ask you one question. And then we went through some of your comment sections and found some fun trolls. We're going to make fun of the people who tried to make fun of you, whatever. And then we did pick one where we both wrote a response to, and you get to choose which response you like better, and we'll post it from the Troll Hole account on your behalf to defend your honor.
This
okay?
is so amazing.
Yeah, we're pretty good at this. Here's what I'll say. I do want to, real quick, in like a short synopsis, what would you say your explore page looks like on like TikTok or
my
Instagram,
For You
whatever?
page?
Yeah,
your For
yeah,
You
yeah,
page.
Oh, it's a lot of comics.
Damn.
And
Sucks.
it's a lot of cooking, a
Okay.
lot of relationship stuff, a lot of psychology
Okay,
stuff.
that's good. Besides the comedy, that's great.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm so into like interpersonal and people and relationships.
Yeah.
Really?
That's why I do the work I do.
Oh,
There you
cool.
go.
Yeah.
What what describe the content a little bit? Like, did you see anything today that like resonated with you? Like specifically about like relationships or psychology or
Yeah.
any little tidbit you can give the viewers?
I don't know
listeners?
if it was today that I was on social media, but I think the conversation about compatibility is really interesting. Like you can be compatible with someone, but they're not meant for you because like your lifestyles don't align.
Yeah.
And even if
Some
you're
of us are
compatible and your
swingers,
life,
some of us
yeah,
aren't. Yeah.
some of us have, plastics in their lungs. Yeah.
Some of
Sure.
us have work wives.
Sure.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that you?
Take us
So I
some
think-
dubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's always interesting when you hear about that piece. And like, let me just tell people, attachment styles, all that shit, stop with it. It's not helpful.
Do you think that's useless?
Yeah, I do.
Like that whole spectrum, because I've looked at that. You
I
you
think-
look at it when you're going to therapy and you're talking about like parents a lot.
Yeah,
Like that's when I really got into it.
I think there is like helpful parts to it, but I've seen people use like attachment styles to not only like excuse behavior,
Yeah.
but also excuse behavior of their partner. And I
Yeah.
think like when two people are present in their own relationship, that's when it's best. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're avoidant or anxious or whatever. Like, what do I do that makes you feel good? And what do you do that makes me feel good? And what do I do that makes you feel not good in this relationship and vice versa? Those are the conversations we need to have, not because of my attachment style. I can't like sit down and have a hard conversation with you. People are using it as an excuse. Like, what type of effort do you want to put into your relationship?
Yeah,
Sure.
man.
And that's coming from a single woman, so that's fine.
I'm not single anymore.
You motherfucker. He gets so tickled at this shit.
Let's get some fucking trolls. Okay, here we go.
Khadijah, you're the Stitch Queen. You should be posting a Stitch every day because your Stitches go very viral. You have a Stitch on TikTok that has to do with some bear footage. It has 4 million views, almost 750,000 likes,
Bear, the thing is,
57,000 shares.
it's like you did a Stitch, and someone's like, "Would you rather have your daughter be alone with a bear or with a man?" Right?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep. And so here's some comments we found. Crystal Jan, exactly. A man asked me for my number, and I said no, and proceeded to throw ice at me. Bear, please.
I didn't like. Well, I think they're black. Is that a black person? Because
Yeah.
I didn't like bear, please. Because I felt
Yeah,
like
that
nigga,
was- that-
like
yeah.
it's like you can't use bear like that, but that's fine.
Here's one from JJJJJJ. That exactly. A college kid asked for my number. I said I'm married. He called me a whore and mooned me.
You did the right thing, and you read what you thought they were trying to write.
That's for sure.
They
what
wrote
were
hole.
trying-
and I think that's way funnier.
fucking hole.
Get out of here, you hole is nuts.
Here's one from Caddy. Why is this a thing? I still can't understand. Do these women know about bears? Because you're dead if you are not experienced. And then Shy replied, I fear for you for not getting it. Bye. Then Caddy replied, then I fear for you and these women. If you don't see why this is wrong, you don't understand anything. We are strong. Stop acting weak.
Whoa.
Wow.
You really had a discourse going on.
And I don't get involved.
Yeah,
like
that's the best.
I posted
You
it.
should be getting involved.
I don't even get involved. I just let them handle it.
This thing has comments from today.
No,
That's what
doesn't.
kind of fucking ecosystem that fucking Stitch is. I was
good ecosystem.
Here's the last one from Bears. Most of you girls will freak out about being in the same room as a spider. Don't expect me to believe your delusion for a second. The moment reality hits, you'd crumble, and you know you would.
That one was from Mike Lester.
That was me responding to Ben. Okay, so let's get into this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, this is super inappropriate.
No, hold on. So here, because I got to do all the work, I guess. So
what the fuck are you talking about?
So you, like you said, your mom's a comedian.
Yeah.
It seems like you have a very. It feels like everybody who comments on your stuff, it feels like they almost know you personally, or they're rooting for you.
It's like my uncle. Like, you're
yeah.
sweet.
So
Yeah.
what is it like when you know the people who see your content are like, oh my God, yes, we're so proud of you, we're so happy. Or you're like, maybe you're posting some foul shit and you're like, I know my uncle's gonna see this. Your mom's a comedian, so you don't care, but whatever. But like, is it weird for you ever?
No.
How
Okay.
are you related to Sandra?
That's my aunt.
So Sandra Cooper 231 says, good luck with wearing no bra. Just be careful, sweetie. Kissy face.
That's my aunt.
Because I don't know what the video was. That's a funny one to say.
Yeah, what video was that on?
I feel like you.
Oh, because I talked about like not wearing a bra for a day or
Probably.
something.
Yeah.
where your titties
We'll do
go?
one more, then we'll get into our troll back. Neddington1234 says, wait a minute, ... I think you're friends with my ex's sister. LOL.
Oh yeah, so that's my friend Stephanie's little sister's ex-husband.
That's crazy. That's so crazy.
How the fuck did they connect those
Your
dots?
social media really is like a neighborhood. It
Yeah,
really
it
is like,
really
oh
is.
shit, that's like you from around the way. Okay, all
Yeah.
right, get in here. Come on.
That's why it took so long. I was like, Ben, can I be on your podcast? You're like, Khadijah, nobody.
I did not say that. I did not
Which you go to, I mean, her TikTok. You gotta post. Okay, so here's our last one. We'll get into our troll back now. Our troll back is we're gonna read a comment. We both wrote replies on your behalf. You will pick the reply you want us to post on your behalf. Okay. So this is a joke about resting your fupa during cunnilingus.
Amazing.
You gotta.
What?
You can't
That's
just read the
that's
Just the
literally what it
notes,
says.
I know that it's for you.
That's literally what
It's
you
not
wrote.
for you to read out. You have a joke about
I
how?
do.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I know the joke.
where it's like someone's going down and you hold their head down or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
The fupa pillow.
Yeah.
We love it.
Michael C.A. Myers says sexual battery isn't funny.
Khadijah disagrees.
See?
No, it's not funny.
Yeah, it's
but
not funny. Yeah,
It's not sexual battery. Like
Yeah.
people like it.
Yeah. That's
Where do you think that joke came from?
so that.
I love your joke writing
Yeah,
too.
you're great.
You know, you're just not afraid to like take the swing, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Remember the period when you really liked
Oh,
I gotta bring that one
about
back.
like growing plants out of it and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember that joke.
I only did it a couple times. People were grossed out
Can't imagine. Okay, so the comment was sexual battery is not funny.
Sexual battery is not funny.
Do you want to go first?
You can
I'm
go
gonna
first.
Okay. I go, agreed. But it would be funny if I consensually sat on your face so long you ended up losing enough brain cells to limit your motor function, meaning you could never comment unfunny shit like this ever again. That was my response.
I
Oh, he's gonna hate that.
I simply said, thanks for quoting the judge from your last trial.
Yeah.
I like Mike Lester.
That's very good.
Oh, the eagle!
We're not doing fucking eagle sounds.
The eagle for
We're not
the
doing
win!
eagle sounds. Nah, fuck that. Khadijah, where can people find you online, or where are you performing? This is coming out in February.
Okay. You can find me at K Cooper Comedy. Instagram is the one I post on the most, but it's the same everywhere. I'm performing. I don't know when this is coming out, but I have some shows.
like-
Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Okay, Valentine's
Used to
Day.
be after that, but yeah.
Okay, find me at Sisyphus on Thursday nights. I'll be there for the next couple weeks, hosting that awesome mic, or just just slide into my DMs and ask me where I'm performing, or look on my
Yeah.
page.
Ask
You're
her if she
posting
can.
about your
Look at
upcoming
updates.
gigs
Yeah, I
all the
post about
time.
my shows all the time. The 18th.
What?
That's when this episode comes out.
Oh,
is
okay.
18th.
Oh, I was like, do I have a show the
Yeah.
18th?
Neil's your manager.
Neil
Yeah,
is
Neil's my
reading-
manager now.
He's
and
like, I'll take care of your daughter and your career.
yeah.
Mike, what about you? Where can people find you?
At Just Mike Lesser on all social media. I implore you, if you still have TikTok, follow the Troll Hole TikTok.
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
We're
now.
on there. We're
Let's-
ticking. We're talking. Follow my personal TikTok. I'm uploading stuff literally every day there until it gets taken away. So yeah,
Red book.
do that. Please.
What's the handle?
What's that? Just Mike Lesser on fucking everything.
There you go.
Everything you need.
You can follow me at Shaq Katzner on everything. If you want to come see me live, I'm recording an album at the end of February. Last time I think we did this, I was like, oh, we have 6 tickets sold. I think those 6 tickets, people gave those back. So now we have negative tickets sold. So now you have to buy tickets to this. This is culmination of all my life's work as a stand-up comedian, outside of all the jokes that are bad that I don't like. So you got to come see it. I think it'll be really good. It'd be great if you were there, especially if you're a Trollhole fan. Come support us.
I'll be there.
Mike will be there.
I'm gonna be. I'm not
I'll
even
fucking
on
be
the
there.
show.
He's trying to get on the show right now on the
Yeah.
pod.
I'll feature. I'll set him up. I'll set him up good.
And subscribe to my YouTube. I'm gonna be releasing the video version of this album on my YouTube. You can at Shaq Katzner on everything. You can follow me on everything. I appreciate you all. Thanks for listening. Neil.
What do you got?
Neil Face on Instagram. I'm changing my name.
So
Whoa.
you're changing
My
your name?
my DJ name from Neil Face to Cloud Face.
Oh,
nice.
crazy.
I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
go DJ Step
If you don't want
Dad.
that baby to find you,
Exactly.
Neil's running from me.
Listen, get the-
you
Fuck
just
away.
come to this show like Dootin', you're my dad.
So when this come out, it might be Cloud Face by then. That's the new
Cloud
thing.
Face.
Yeah, just because it's Neil means cloud in some language. I'm like, I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
love-
I'm settling into a new name.
I love that.
Mhm.
Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Evade
That-
child support.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all settling into
Yeah,
stuff, aren't
we're
we?
all-
We're all settling
But,
into
yeah,
authoritarian law.
Slam Academy. Thank you if you want to check out how to make music.
Slam Academy, we love you.
All right.
Appreciate you. And until next time, to our sludgings, our loyal listeners, viewers, you can go to hell. Go to hell.
Khadijah, get 'em.
Go to hell.
Get 'em.
Hit 'em with it. Hit 'em with it, Khadijah. Look at this work. Look at this.
Hell yeah.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.